At the 5th International Banking Conference in Johannesburg earlier today, the South African Minister for Higher Education, Nzimande, said the country's sector education training agencies, or SETAs, remain vital for the skills development that is needed to boost economic growth in the country. He also made clear his views on the rating agencies and a recent decision by some agencies to downgrade South Africa's credit rating.
Well, we expect the bank SETA to continue to focus on skills development for the banking sector. We expect it to prioritize the issue of scarce skills, both mid-level as well as on the higher end, of highly qualified professionals, because we think it is important that in times of crisis we shouldn't invest less. Instead, we should invest more, so that we are able to use that skills base to contribute meaningfully to our economic growth and development. Of course, I'm expecting all the SETAs to pay more attention in working closely with our public institutions, your colleges and universities, as well as to focus more on occupational programs, because we do have a shortage of skills in a variety of trades, occupations, and professions.
The census 2011 revealed that over 3 million people in South Africa between the ages of 18 and 24 are unemployed, not being trained or educated. So there's a lot of potential here in South Africa, but no jobs. How can SETAs help to plug this gap?
Well, we are committed to expanding the college sector in our country. In fact, we want to make it 3 times bigger than the university sector, so that we are able to absorb our youth. But as we do that, also we want to have quality programs, so that when we attract our students to FET colleges, they are actually doing programs that will truly empower them to get jobs or to start their own business initiatives. And SETAs have a very important role to play in the improvement of the quality of the colleges. There are a variety of things that can be done, and which some of the SETAs are doing. For instance, they are assisting with the development of particular programs that are needed, and SETAs also are very critical in ensuring what we call work-integrated learning that I was talking about, that students do get work exposure for purposes of apprenticeships, and also learnerships are very important to absorb some of our youngsters in order that they are able to get workplace experiences. And SETAs are the institutions that have got the stipend to enable, to make it easier for employers to open up their workplaces, knowing that at least the SETAs will be able to cover the stipends on learnerships.
I just wanted to touch on unsecured lending. You did mention that you see it as a problem, but you've got the Reserve Bank saying that we aren't really seeing somewhat of a bubble. Just to get your comment on that.
Well, I thought the Reserve Bank does agree that there is a problem about the extent of unsecured lending. The National Credit Regulator also has said the same. Government has said so. My colleague, the Minister of Finance, has also raised this as an issue. Of course, there is a debate whether the situation is as bad that you could have a bubble bursting. There is a debate about that. But there is no debate about the fact that it's not a healthy trend that we are seeing of unsecured lending.
And lastly, it's just about the ratings agencies as
yes.
well. You're not pretty impressed with them right now?
I'm not impressed with rating agencies at all. I don't think they are consistent. I don't think that they are fair. As I said, the very same banks that have put us in this crisis we are in now were upgraded by those rating agencies on the eve of this huge crisis. Why? Because they were wanting to cover up the fact that there was growing, by the way, unsecured lending. So the worry is that what they say gets taken seriously by some other people. But for me personally, they are not being objective, and often they are not very honest, I want to say that. And I think that it's something that as a people, we need to know about that. That is why, for me, as a country, we need to be focusing on our priorities to create a better South Africa for our people and be focused on that.